Hi lovers and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm making a video to tell you the things you should stop doing for you to become more attractive and for women to become more interested in you. So if you find this video interesting, please like and then subscribe so you keep enjoying the content on this channel. Thank you so much. So let's get into the video. So my kings, the very first thing to stop doing to become attractive is to stop making assumptions about a woman. I know a lot of guys have made this mistake because they want to impress a woman, so they tend to act like they know what she wants and what she likes. But that can actually be a turn off for that woman because you don't know her. She expects you to ask questions, she expects you to get to know her. So you show respect by getting to know a woman before you know you start making you know wrong assumptions actually. So let's say for instance you just meet a woman, you've been talking to her over the phone, and then you decide to fix a date at a club. Man, that can actually be a turn off for that woman because you don't know who she is, you don't know if she's a clubbing type, you don't know if she goes to the club. So it's been nice for you to ask questions first to get to know if she likes or if she would like to go to the club with you instead of just telling her we should meet at the club. So don't make assumptions, ask questions. If you make assumptions like that, it tells her that you're not interested in getting to know her. So stop making assumptions about women. You might see things that you think is what it is, but actually it might not be what it is. So it's better you ask questions and try to know who you are dealing with. So my kings, the next thing to do to become more attractive is to stop complaining. Constant complaint can actually be a turn off. Let's say you're on a date with a woman and then you start complaining about almost everything. Let's say the date was actually going on fine and smooth, and all of a sudden you start bringing up complaint. You complain about the food, you complain about the weather, you complain about your job. That can actually send a wrong message that you are not someone that is fun to be with. So you need to make sure to always bring in positive energy. I know I'm not saying you shouldn't be sharing your bad time, to let out your feelings, to express yourself. But it's it shouldn't be all the time. Nobody wants to be around somebody that is always complaining over everything. Nobody wants to be around negative energy. So you need to always try to bring up positive energy when you are with someone, no matter what you are going through. And also good to share whatever you are going through with them. So stop focusing on negative energy whenever you're around a woman. It doesn't speak well of you. Okay, you need to be able to control your emotions, control your feelings, and be in charge. A man that complains a lot is that shows that you are not someone that can actually handle, a relationship, can handle tough moment. Nobody wants that kind of person. So constant complaining is actually a turn off for a lot of women. So if you want to become more attractive, you need to stop complaining and focus on the positive things that can bring out the best in you. So that is it. So my kings, the next thing here is to stop replying to messages late and to also stop the habits of flakiness. That can actually be a turn off. Imagine a woman, you know, taking time from her busy schedule to send you a message or fix up a date, and then all of a sudden you don't show up on the date, or you make flimsy excuses to cancel the date, and also you don't reply messages on time. you know she's taking out time to make sure that she creates that connection in you. She wants to get to know you, and she sees you as a priority. So you should stop replying late to messages. I know you are busy. Even if you are busy, you should at least drop a message to tell her that, oh, I'll reply your message when I'm free. I'm a little busy. At least let her know you've seen the message. Than for you to see the message, read it, and then you leave it because you are busy. You can't reply at the moment. So it's better you drop, I'll reply you back. I've seen your message. I'll reply you back. Or you as well create time to make sure that at least show that you've seen the message, appreciate it that you've seen the message. Okay, when you just ignore the message for days and then later you reply later after like 3 or after a week, that shows you are not serious, and that shows that you don't take her seriously, that she's not your priority. So that can actually be a great turn off for a lot of women. Nobody wants to show a concern and then it's not receiving the same energy. So as a man, you should try to avoid making these mistakes of not replying messages and canceling updates. It's not really something that feels good. So that is it. So the last on my list here is making everything about sex. Always talking about sex all the time whenever you're around a woman you're attracted to. That can actually send a message to her that all you see in her is, you know, all you think about is sex. And to you, that is nothing but what you see, because mostly that's what you talk about. Okay, every conversation about, every conversation with her is about sex, and that can actually be a turn off. There should be other interesting things that you are interested in, other interesting conversations you should be having, not necessarily about sex. I know sexual chemistry is actually also part of it, but it shouldn't be something that you should bring up all the time, especially when you're just getting to know a woman. You should get to know her first, know other parts, other things that she is interested in before you can come up with the sex, because that's also important. So that is just it. Sex can come up later on, but let it not be that that's the first thing you've been talking and saying, and it's great.